2000, in January 2000, and the Jamaican government at the time were startled, that somebody so crazy from Ireland would actually pay that amount of money, and they were absolutely right. We were in a pub drinking Jamaican rum, in fact, in Ireland, bidding on the phone for this license, and I had a colleague in Kingston at the auction putting his hand up all the time, and eventually we sailed on to an inordinate, a huge amount of money. So the next morning we woke up in a complete panic, and we said, oh my God, what have we done here? Because we just sold a business and we had some money in our pockets, but this is something of a different scale. So after that, everything changed really, and in the last 10 years we have come into Jamaica, and we have created a service that was in contrast to what was there, and that's not a criticism there, but we decided to actually mass market cellular phones to everybody in Jamaica, and that is one of the things that actually has helped the Jamaican diaspora to stay in touch with their family members, whereas before the elite had a phone, and now it was phones for everybody, because handsets went to about $15 and prices went probably to much even lower than Europe or Africa or South America, and that's where they have stayed today. So we have been very, very fortunate to build a relationship to become a Jamaican company, and we now see ourselves as a Jamaican multinational. And along the way, we have created great partnerships, including with our global distributor, Facey, who've come with us all over the world, right even to Papua New Guinea, which is just north of Australia, in Fiji, Samoa, all these different countries scattered around the world. But we've built a great relationship with Jamaican companies. But more importantly, we have built a relationship with our staff, because we have taken so many managers, really bright managers in Jamaica, and scattered them all over the world, because all of the businesses that we've created have been, nearly all of them have been startups, and so we maybe send 10 people to Fiji, and maybe 5 of them would be from Jamaica, and it has developed a really, really strong management capability, and these managers have left our company, some of them anyway, to work with other Jamaican companies. But Jamaica is famous for a number of things, but wouldn't be famous for management. But I have to say, our Jamaican managers are the best managers in any of our operations we've ever, put anywhere in the world today. So to those of you who are contemplating making an investment and are concerned about where you're going to get management capability, there is just fantastically energetic, bright, creative, and diligent managers in Jamaica today, and I think that's one of the most reassuring things that you can hear this afternoon. I think you've also heard some great things about what has happened to Jamaica, which has been transformational in the last 3 years, in terms of the Jamaican debt exchange and the role of the IMF and World Bank in a collaborative way, working with Prime Minister Golding and also Finance Minister Audley Shore in doing this debt exchange, which has created a breathing room, but it also has created about $500 million of interest savings, and it has also reduced the debt, the absolute debt of Jamaica in real terms, but has really pushed the economy and the structure of the debt in a way that is now manageable. And I thought I'd never say this, Ambassador, but we need the same back home where I'm from, in Ireland. We are going through what Jamaica has gone through 2 years ago or 18 months ago, and I think great credit has to be given to the World Bank and the IMF and the skill of Prime Minister Golding and also Minister Audley Shore on the way they have done this. It is a textbook example of sorting out a government's problem, particularly in relation to debt. We've seen also, and we never considered it an issue, in terms of crime. The statistics on crime are exceptional in any context anywhere in the world. So that is, as a problem now, is still a small problem, but nothing like what it was before. And we've seen also the fact that reform in tax, in the way the government manages its affairs, is now really first class. So if you're an investor contemplating going into Jamaica, number one, you have a very friendly government. You know, it centres party government in real terms, in what we would understand, you know, as business people. And secondly, you know, in terms of getting things done, talking to politicians about policy, you know, or anything else, there's a kind of an open door policy. So, you know, a lot of countries that I invest in, you can never even meet the Prime Minister because they're hiding. But in the case of Jamaica, it's very open. It's an open economy. It's open to, you know, outside investment in an amazingly welcome way. And I think, you know, the fundamentals of Jamaica, in the fact that it's now kicking off growth, I think that now is going to really, really have a profound effect on the outlook for Jamaica over the next 3 to 5 years. You know, if you look at the opportunities, you know, there's obviously in tourism, and some of you are already investing there. In the cruise business also, there's this new pier, which I think is a terrific project. Also casinos, hotels, like, you know, for me anyway, Kingston needs a couple of good business hotels. And there is an adjoining piece of land which we have to our new headquarters, which is available for us. But, you know, in seriousness, I think, you know, as a location, you know, for, you know, companies looking for, you know, well-priced manufacturing capability as well, it's also a great opportunity, and there's obviously very favourable treatment from a taxation point of view for people making these kind of investments. And, you know, we're just, you know, the ambassador was talking about the urban renewal effort in downtown Kingston, which is an amazingly beautiful part of the city, given its vista on the water and everything else. And we're delighted, you know, to be the first investor, or maybe the second best. I think Facey have been there as well for maybe more years than I can remember. But, you know, we think that the downtown area with all the historical buildings is really going to transform Kingston to really great glory. So we're delighted. Our building hopefully is going to be finished in the next year or so. I think they've got the 7th floor at this stage for the lift shaft, and they go build this thing. It's about 250,000 square feet. But you know, it is an anchor for our organisation, because everything that we have in the world today is managed centrally out of Kingston by our group team. And we then have a Jamaican team as well for just to run our business in Jamaica. But, you know, we could not be a bigger proponent in terms of the future of Jamaica, but also as an investment location. And it has, you know, the best broadband. It's got great fibre capability. It's got great wireless. We have 4G in Jamaica now, which we introduced about 9 months ago. So in terms of capability and infrastructure, everything is there. So we would be more than happy, and Ambassador Marks can put me in touch with you if you want to sit down with our teams and with me personally, obviously, as well, if we can in any way help you make that little step forward and make an investment in Jamaica. So I just want to say thank you very much. I've never been a pitch man for a country like this, but I am so delighted to have this opportunity to just tell you about Jamaica and what a great place to as an investment location. So thank you very much.